In today's video, we are going to study a game played in European Chess Championship between Alireza Firoza and Dimitrios Mastrovalisilis. I understand that I am not pronouncing the name correctly. So let's continue with our game. This was the round 6 of the European Chess Championship. It is just recently been closed in the last month. This game happened on November 18th. This was the round 6. E4 by Alireza. C5, knight f3, e6. This is the start of the Sicilian defense. This is called a French variation, and after the moves, uh, its name will get changed. Now, the standard reply d4, c into d4, knight into d4, knight c6, the standard response. This is now called the Taimanov variation of Sicilian defense. Knight to c3. Now, queen c7. And from over here, from the move queen c7, this is called Bastrikov variation of Sicilian defense Taimanov variation. Now bishop e2 is standard move, a6, and now knight into c6. This is the sixth most common move in this sequence of the. This is the sixth most common move. Nowadays, the main move over here is castle. After that, you play knight f6, bishop e3, developing the bishop, bishop b4. Hitting this knight over here, knight to a4. Now bishop goes back to e7. The reason behind is that bishop is not good over here. It is just moved that if knight does not move, for example, if knight does not move and he just gives a move like this, queen d2. Now knight into knight, queen into d4, now bishop into c3, and after b into c3, white has these double pawns. So knight a4, bishop e7, knight into c6, b into c6. And in the sequence of the moves, knight takes here when these two pieces are already developed. The second most common move in this position is the move bishop e3 immediately. After that, knight f6, castle, bishop e7, developing the knight, bishop f4, e6, protecting the advance of the square of e pawn. Now queen e1, castle, and queen g3. There is a game between called an immortal game, was played recently 3 to 4 years ago, between VG and Frozen Batista. And in that game also, this sequence of the Sicilian defense was played. This Taimanu variation was played. So we continue with our main move which was played in the game, and that was knight into c6. Now b into c6, queen d3. This is the standard response over here. The second response is second main move over here is castle. After that, bishop b7. Now the move is after that, the move is knight f6, developing the knight first, then f4, d5, e5, and now the move is knight d7. And in the sequence of the moves, white is going to play the move f4 and going to attack the black king side. So we go with our main move which was played in the game, and that was queen d3, knight f6, now queen g3. This move has already been played in many games actually. The point of this queen g3 move is that After black exchanges the queen, this white rook has half open file, and white is going to try to win this game with the minor pieces. And this would rather be a positional game instead of a very aggressive approach, which is being usually used in Sicilian defense by the players. So, queen into g3, h into g3, d5, and here c into d5. There are total in different moves which has been tried before in this position, that are g4. After that, bishop b4. Sorry, bishop b4, bishop d2, and a5. Other than this, e into d5, the second main move which has been tried is bishop d3. After that, bishop b7. Now d2. And white is going to castle this side and going to hit over here. Okay, we go back with our main move which was played in the game, and that was e into d5 and c into d5. And from over here, from the 11th move of the game, we are in a new territory. This was actually a novelty by Demetrius. I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing the name correctly, so I am going to say that black plays like it. Okay, so black played like it. Instead, there is a game in the database where e into d5 has been played, and that game went into a draw. The game continued like this: bishop e3, developing the bishop. Now bishop f5, hitting the pawn. Long castle, bishop e7, developing the bishop. f3, going to hit this bishop, so bishop goes back. Don't want to give the tempo to white. g4 and black castles, and this game ended in draw actually. c into d5 was played in the game. After that, bishop f4, developing the bishop and taking control of this square. The reason behind to play this move f4, bishop f4, is that Alireza Firoza knew that black is going to play the move bishop to b4. After that, he is going to counter bishop b4 move. After that, he is going to counter this bishop b4 move by the move bishop e4, e5. The second purpose of this move, bishop f4, was that it is controlling the advance of this pawn to e5, immediate advance to e5. For example, I'm going to show you that if white plays the move bishop e3, now black can immediately go for this, and his bishop is free to develop over here on this diagonal, on c8 h3 diagonal. That's why Alireza Firoza played the move bishop f4. Bishop b4 was played by black. Now bishop e5. The second main continuation might be like this: that a3, and after bishop into knight, b into c3, black castles. Now bishop e5, a5, trying to develop the bishop like this and challenging this white bishop. B into f6, c into f6. And here white has these two double pawns, whereas black has only these two double pawns. And white and black both have 3 pawn islands. And the game is equal roundabout. So in the game, bishop e5 was played. Now king e7, g4 by white, starting to play the move g5. Bishop b7, developing the bishop and saying that I am going to play this move d4 and I am going to control this whole diagonal. a3 by Alireza Firoza. Now bishop d6. Because here if you take the knight, bishop takes back, and here white has a pair of two bishops and he is better. That's why it was good to exchange one of the bishops. So bishop into d6 check, king into d6, now g5, hitting the knight, knight d7, and now long castle by Alireza Firoza. h6, and you may be wondering that why this h6 move is being played. The reason behind this move is that white is controlling this half open file, and black has to continuously keep in check of this pawn. So he agreed to make a pawn island for himself by saying that okay, afterwards in the long run I'm going to play this move d4 and I'm going to have complete control of this diagonal. So this pawn on h6 after the exchange would not be threatened. That is the reason h6 move is very good. G into h6, rook into h6, rook into h6, now g into h6, now g3. The reason behind this g3 move is that it is being threatened after the move d4 is being played. f5 by black, and now here rook d4. The problem Alireza Firoza was facing that how to develop his rook. He can develop the rook by moving the rook to h1. Then the problem is the move this d4. For example, if instead of here he moves to immediately rook h1, now d4, rook has to come back to pin this pawn. Now e5. Now knight has to move back, knight b1, and see in this sequence of the moves, black has advanced his pawns in the white's territory, and white's knight is not good on b1. That is the best way here to develop was to play the move rook d4. Now it is controlling the fourth rank. It can move immediately to h4 and it can move immediately to b4, threatening this bishop over here on b7. So knight f6 by black and rook b4, threatening the bishop, king c7, and here rook h4, now threatening the pawn, rook h8, protecting the pawn, and f3 was played by Alireza Firoza. The second best move was e4. Now after a5, knight b5 check, king d7, and knight d4. In this way, white is able to centralize his knight. If black does not play here or here a5 and does not keep this care to white, then what black is going to play? This is the problem. Black bishop is protecting this pawn over here continuously, and he want to get rid of it. So he played the move a5 over here in this position. If you play the move knight over here, bishop will take it and you are going to lose a pawn. If you play the move knight over here, this knight is going to play the move and you will have the double pawns. You may play the move, for example, rook h7 just only. Then white would go for a5. And you may see that this pawn is now in white black strategy. And after that, you may play the moves b4, bring the knight over here, and you may counter this center by playing the move c4. Therefore, if it was being played, a5 is better. f3 was played by Alireza Firoza to stop the coming of this knight over here on g4 square and e4 square. And e5 by black, now knight e4. Going to activate his knight in this way, a5 by black. Instead, the second continuation might be knight d7. But after that, g4, f into g4, f into g4, bishop c7 hitting the knight, b3 protecting the knight, bishop into a4, pawn into b into a4, rook g8, bishop into a6. It seems that black has gained a lot of activity over here, but black can draw. The reason behind is that now rook g6 hitting the bishop, bishop e2, and king b6, and this king is coming over here. King rook h5, and now rook e6, bishop d3, e4, hitting the bishop. Now rook into d5, into d3, rook into knight, rook e1 check, king d2, d into c2, king into c2, because if king takes this rook, then it is going to queen. So king into c2 and rook e4, and one of these pawns are going to fall, and this is a draw. So after this all of the calculation, I think black did not this was a very deep calculation, and it is actually a 12 moves ahead, and that I think black should have gone for this, but it was a very tricky one. So he played the move a5, and it is still okay. There is no issue with it. So knight c5, bishop c6, protecting the bishop, f4, now by Elisa Floza, and e4 by black. Here, the second suggestion is king d6. But after f into e5 check and king into e5, why to make 4 pawn islands? Although the game is equal, but it is now 4 pawn islands for black, and white has just 2 pawn islands. And black needs very accurate play to win, draw this game. So why to go for it? So instead of here e4, I go for the grandmaster game and grandmaster's move. Knight b3, and now king b6, protecting the pawn. Knight d4, bishop d7, bringing the bishop out of the way of this knight. Bishop h5 was played. Instead of here, it was better to go for immediately b4, because now after h5, black plays the h5. Now king h2 and a4. If black plays the move rook h6 over here, then rook h1, into b4, into b4, and that bishop c8, and bishop is coming this way. Challenge bishop. And here actually after this move rook h6, now these white pieces are more active. So in the game, bishop h5 was played, rook g8 was played by black. Instead of it, he might have gone for this sequence of the moves: knight into h5, knight into bishop, rook into bishop, sorry, rook into knight, king c5, c3, a4, holding these pawn chain of white, knight e2, king c4, king c2, and here it is not easy for black or white to make any type of progress. It is a dead draw position. So rook g8 was played by black. Now bishop f7, hitting the rook. Rook g7. Now bishop e6, getting rid of the bishops. Bishop into e6. And if you take this bishop, no is better. The reason behind is that rook into g3. If rook into h6, now the move is e3. And now here black is good, because white king has to move, otherwise it would have been a checkmate over here. and knight to move knight g4, and it was a better sequence of the moves. So rook into h6. Now bishop d7 was played by black. Rook into f6 check. King c5. Knight b3 check. King c4. Knight a5 check, and this was a mistake by Alireza Firoza. Instead of it, he has gone for this king d2. The reason behind is that to control this entrance points of this black king. So over here, if king d2 was played, a4, knight a5 check. Now it is possible. King b5, b4, protecting the knight. Rook into g3, c3, rook g2 check, king e3, and rook c2, king d4, and it is a draw. So after knight into a5 check, now king d4, and this black king is coming over here. Rook d6 was played by Alireza Firoza. The better continuation was knight b3 check. After king e3, now knight c5, hitting the bishop. King f2. Now rook d6, hitting the bishop twice. e3. The best way over his knight d3 check. After king e2, now rook into d5. So we go with the move in the game, and that was played rook d6. After that, bishop b5, and now rook b6, and this was uh, the place where actually Dimitros made the mistake, and it was not easy to collect on the board actually. The point was that you are going to sacrifice your bishop, and you are going to bring your king like this and threaten to promote this pawn. So he played the move bishop e8, and after that the game was actually lost. The best move over here was rook h7. The point of this move was that after rook into b5, now rook h1 check, king d2, e3 check, king e2, now h2 check, and there is no way that white king can escape, because if king f1, if king moves to f3, now it is a mate in one, just rook f2 mate, sorry, and after king f1, now king e4, knight c6, rook h1 check, king g2, h4 check, king e3, now rook b3 check, king e4, and there is no way that white can make progress in this position, and it is a draw. But this move bishop e8 was the losing move of the game. Till present, move 39, the game was equal. After king d2, now this king controls these all squares, and black king can't enter, penetrate in it. And after that, white king is going to move like this, and he's going his pieces are going to pick up these pawns. Sorry, these pawns. So e3 check, king e1, king e4, rook e6 check, king f3, knight b3, bringing the knight to give the check and further away from over here, from this squares. White can't take the bishop. The reason behind is that after rook into bishop, now rook h7, black is threatening mate. So white has to take the pawn over here, and here black is winning. That's why knight b3. After that, bishop g6. Now knight d4 check, king into g3, rook e3 check, king into f4. Now king f2 first. These two pawns are loners, but white has these two pawns which has no opposition in front of them. And that is the reason that white is winning. Now bishop f7 by black, knight e2 check, king g5, now rook g3 check, king f6, rook into rook, king into g7, and king e3. And this king is going to hold these both pawns, and these two pawns are going to march forward on the board and going to queen. That's why here Dimitrios designed the game. I hope you enjoyed my video. So kindly subscribe and hit the bell icon button. Thank you very much.